And welcome in, everyone, to another week in the locker room. I'm Drew Fry, and we have reached week 4 now of the high school football season. We've got some local Titans clashing in conference play. So let's start out with none other than our Friday face-off matchup. We've got Bishop Dwenger at Carroll. Both of them looking to establish themselves as SAC contenders this season. Carroll has won this matchup each of the last 4 years. Chargers fans hoping to make that 5, but hey, this Dwenger defense is quite good. And on the opening drive, all the evidence you need. The pass on third down deflected with some great coverage by George Hackman with Bishop Dwenger, and Carroll has to settle for a field goal. So now it's Dwenger's turn to march down the field, but Carroll's defense also standing strong in this one. That's on third down. Lincoln Grabner and Jackson Rhodes wrap up the receiver. Dwenger settles for a field goal there. Game tied. Each team looking to find ways to move the ball down the field. The Chargers go with the air attack. Gabe Freisinger to Jaden Van Pelt in stride for that 53-yard gain, but that drive ends with a missed kick, actually. So now Dwenger on offense forced to punt, but we've got some trickery from Jason Garrett's play callers. Houston Ellinger to Thomas Danes, and the fake punt is good for a first down, but guess what? Still no score on that drive. This was a defensive battle all night. No touchdowns at all. But when it comes to defense, think Dwenger. The Saints shut out the Chargers in the second half, and they kick their way to the 9-6 victory. Huge win for Bishop Dwenger early this season. Another pair of Fort Wayne schools now looking to go 2-0 in conference play. Undefeated Northrop at Homestead. The Spartans getting the scoring going early here with a strike from QB Logan Frieden to give Liam Moore that early score, and the Spartans take the lead. Extra point, however, blocked, and that would prove to be important. Just a little bit later, some luck now goes the way of the Spartans. The bad snap going over the head of the QB, but Shane Bardwell corrals it, takes it, and past all the defenders. Another Spartans touchdown. But Northrop is not letting this one go. Take a look. We've got David Callison at quarterback. He's going to take the snap, roll out on the option here, and pitches it to Ashantis Reynolds, who ends up taking it to the house. This one would go all the way to overtime before Homestead ends up on top, 42-36. Now to Northrop's home stadium we go, where it's the Snyder Panthers looking to dispatch the Wayne Generals, and this Panthers defense looking in control in this game. This is in the second half. Cole Bumgarner wrapping up the running back, and then joined by a pride of Panther defenders to bring him to the ground for the loss. Snyder leads by 24 already at this point. Then the Generals with another shot, and watches Jace White looks deep, takes the hit. That ball placed perfectly, but dropped by the Wayne receiver, whether it was the Panthers' pressure or just a bad grab. Snyder halts Wayne's hopes of momentum there. Our next drive, Jordan Davis runs it in for 6. The ensuing kick extends the lead to 31. Snyder takes their foot off the gas there a bit and then cruises to the 31-18 victory. Let's stay in the area. Northside looking to rebound from last week's narrow loss to Northrop. They're hosting Concordia tonight, and from the jump, the Legends get the offense going. Great catch right there, falling into the back of the end zone by Malik Moore for the early score. 7-0 Northside. The next drive, Jaden Rivers again finding his favorite target. This time the screen pass turns into a breakaway sprint down the sideline. Moore finds the end zone again. Malik and Jaden would link up for, get this, 5 pass and catch touchdowns tonight. Northside wins this one 49-14. And finally in Fort Wayne, it's the Battle of Calhoun Street. Bishop Lures and Southside both looking for their first wins on this young season. Southside won this matchup last year, but we start this right after the second half. Lures leading 14-6. Southside immediately starting the second half with a major statement, though. That's Javon Irby, 98 yards on the opening kick of the second half. Into the end zone he goes. Archers get the lead down to just 2 after a blocked extra point. Then it's Southside's defense coming up big here. This one, the ball gets loose, and the Archers are going to fall on it. This would be a narrow game, but Bishop Lures finally finds their offense this season, and they come away with a 21-12 victory. Over in East Allen County now, Leo and New Haven have had opposite seasons so far, but tonight was about much more than football, as fans went head-to-head in a Battle of the Brains fundraiser, raising money for the Alzheimer's Association. Both teams hosting a Purple Out to support the organization and, of course, to support their home teams as well. Great to see that there. As for the game itself, well, let's check in on the stream. Leo getting out to a fast start here. This one, a tip drill leading to a pick 6 from Landon Foster on the very first play of the game. Did not take long at all. Then on offense, Leo takes over, and who else? Nathan Foster. He was our MVP of the week last week, and this week he's doing it again. 50 yards to the house for this one. He'd have himself a night, more than 200 yards on the day and 3 scores. Now New Haven would strike back here on the DJ Simpson score to cut the lead in half, but Foster and the Lions just way too much for them tonight. Leo ends up rolling 49-14. Checking in on the rest of the action from the NEA, East Noble and CC both entering the day undefeated on the season, but not a walk in the park for either of them. East Noble needs a last-minute touchdown to avoid the upset against DeKalb. Columbia City could not do the same. Huntington North picks up the upset victory over the Eagles tonight. Then Norwell and Belmont squaring off in Ossian with a season first win on the line. It's Norwell staving off that potential winless season and what ended up being a high-score affair. To the NECC we go now, where West Noble and Angola both eyeing statement wins early in this season. First quarter, Hornets up 7. That's when West Noble's Brogan Parks breaks loose, avoiding the tackle, fighting through more, and this one now tied at 7 apiece. So the second quarter we go, Trey Schischler looking downfield, and he's going to find Dustin Richardson for the diving grab. What a catch that was, and that includes a pass interference call. Now, West Noble in scoring position, and Schischler keeps it himself. He reaches the end zone. That bell is ringing once again as the Chargers take the lead 14-7, under a minute left in the half. We saw the touchdown run from Brogan Parks, and he can do it on defense too. Hauls in the pick. West Noble wins this one, advancing to 3-1 on this season. Now let's stay in the county with Central Noble hosting Prairie Heights. Both of them looking for their first wins on the season. Under a minute for the half, Cougars up 1. Zachary Chenoweth with the catch downfield, leaping up and coming down with it. That would set up Trayton Fletcher. As time expires in the half, he finds Nick Freeman, who has his defender beat. The buzzer has already sounded, but he makes it into the end zone. That is a great way to end the half, and the Cougars grab an 8-point lead. Second half now, Cougars driving, but the Prairie Heights defense standing strong on that 4th down stop. In the end, though, it is Central Noble picking up their first win since 2023. The losing streak is halted at 14 games. Elsewhere in the NECC tonight, Garrett and Lakeland went toe-to-toe with the Railroaders, chugging their way to victory 28-7. Then Fairfield challenged Culver Academies, where it's a close one, but Fairfield grabs that 1-point victory. Fremont then hosts Osceola Grace. Fremont flies to that 49-7 win. And then lastly in the NECC, last year's top 2 small division teams. Busco hosting Eastside. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter is where we pick this one up. The ball on the 12, and Eastside's Joe Bridgman getting the snap, runs it up the middle, good for a score. He's had a great year so far. Extra point is good too. It's now 7-0. So it's going to take us into the second quarter. Richmond's going to hand this ball off, but the ball is on the ground. It's a fumble. Busco's Bryce Lawrence is there to snag it. He takes it all the way, 65 yards for the Eagles. Touchdown. Churubusco ties up the game. So now we're going to fast forward Eastside at their own 23-yard line on this next play. Richmond throws it. This one goes to Noah Dove, but Lawrence gets there first, intercepts it. He's got another shot to score, and he is not going to let us down here. This one 95 yards for the touchdown, his second defensive touchdown of the day. The Eagles do miss the extra point, score 13-7, but the Busco defense then holds strong. They down the Blazers, and Churubusco picks up that 19-14 victory. Now we're going to check in on some results in the ACAC. We've got South Adams hosting Heritage, where the Star Power too much, 42-14 your score, and Bluffton visited Woodland. Tigers roll to the 42-7 victory. Then Adams Central soars past Jay County, 40-point shutout. Southern Wells hosts Westdell, with the Raiders falling 36-14 in that one. And now let's expand our range for our final scores of the night in the TRC. We've got Southwood overcoming Northfield 27-12. Manchester visits Lewis Cass, but just fall short on the last play of the game and lose this one. Wabash on the road against Rochester, where the Zebras take that win 56-7. And Whitco visits Maconaquah, where the Braves take it in a 62-point shutout. Finally, Independent Blackhawk Christian falls on the road to Shenandoah. And in the NLC, Warsaw keeps the W trophy, beating Wawasee 41-7. Now with that, it is time to take one more look back at our play of the night. And for this one, we go out to Churubusco once more for Bryce Lawrence. What a game he had. This is his second defensive touchdown of the game as he snags this ball from Eastside. This one, a 95-yard pick six. And that'd be big as Busco wins this one 19-14, thanks to Lawrence.